Expo, and kitchen just didn't quite cut it, right? Didn't quite cut it. Okay. Let's roll out of here. Figure out where we're going. Good afternoon, everybody. From Fairfield, California, IA, near Travis Air Force Base. We just got back from the White Label meat truck here, which is pretty cool. Guy had a truck. He came up from Texas and he parked it there with all kinds of meat and sold all the meat. And the boss and Janet were kind enough to give me about 6 pounds of meat. So pretty nice. I never thought that people would be buying. I never thought that people would be buying meat off of something like that. I don't even know where the hell am I. I guess no, I don't want to go into here. I don't know where the hell I am. I'll figure it out. What's going on, everybody? How you doing, Ronnie? Happy Wednesday to you. Coming out of here a different way, so I'm not really used to it. But woo, white van meat, big meat, Ronnie. Really nice of them to lay some big meat on me tonight after a very fun day today. We were watching a little bit of the Giants-Phillies game. So welcome in, everybody. I know it's been a crazy day in the markets today and stuff, but it's been a fun time walking around. Yes, it is Big Meat Wednesday. So I am finally live. I hope we got a signal here, Ronnie. I don't know what the signal situation is going to be. Tupac, how you doing? The legend, Tupac the legend, has arrived. How you doing, Tupac? Yes, your king is here. Tupac is the best of the best of the best. Signal is good, good. What's going on, Kelly? We're going back to the Rancho. We got 5 pounds, 6 pounds of meat. Boston Janet. I mean, I never thought people bought meat out of the back of a trailer, but some guy pulled his tractor trailer up to the parking lot and had all kinds of meat and seafood there. And yeah, Chef Essentials by far the best. I don't know. I have no idea. There's a lot of freaks on the road, so we're heading back. We got about an hour ride. What's going on, Kelly? Yeah, just the feeling ain't there, Kelly. The feeling ain't there. Hey, Hans, how are you? Well, it is finest, everybody. As we make 43 miles to Santa Rosa. From snowy West Yellowstone, from beautiful wine country here. Beautiful, beautiful Solano County, Napa County, Sonoma County. Look at that, Grasshopper, how you doing? Look at that beautiful view. Does it get any better than this? Hey, Nocturnal, how you doing? Grasshopper, I've been driving 50 years. Is that right? Yeah, 50 and a half years, 51 years or something. And I've never had a major accident. This is a very beautiful drive through the heart of wine country. Beautiful rolling hills. I'm doing good. Farms, dairy. So I'm rushing home to put the big meat away. Thank you, Boss and Janet. Dropped 2 $100 at the meat truck, and I got probably $30, $40 worth of that meat. Yeah, since the summer of 1978, when I took driver's ed. How you doing, Callie Mo? Look at this beautiful countryside here. Rolling green hills, wineries. This is what America's all about. It ain't about stocks and bonds and ice hockey and baseball. This is it, brother. This is it, Amanda. Hug and kiss. It ain't all about the junior league and fine dining. This is what it's all about. Californication. I'm yelling because I got meat. Guy on a horse, there we go. We got Popo. We don't know what we're doing. That's why I'm yelling. We got the meat, the white truck meat. Who buys meat off the back of a tractor trailer? We got the meat. Look at this beautiful view. Getting ready to go over the Napa River. Look at that. Look at that, Amanda. Hug and kiss. Don't tell me about Atlanta. How you doing, Melody? Let's get a big woo! Let's get a big woo! How you doing, Ron? What's going up, Eddie? Somebody said, why are you yelling? Really? Look at those vineyard rows there on the hill. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Wine Country Road. I got like 6 pounds of meat. Steaks, burgers. It's a beautiful thing. And we're heading over Napa County. The Slayer. What's going on, brother? We're going to do our Kelly Road shortcut here. Let's go, dude. Go, 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 go. Don't leave me hanging. Look at those lush green hills. This ain't Atlanta. Hug and kiss. How you doing, Barry? This ain't no set from Gone with the Wind. We're going to be about 40 minutes here. Got a nice ham and bean soup. Cornbread. Now we're heading back to the Rancho. Nice scenic run. Put this meat in the freezer. I ain't got time for emails today. I got a zillion emails. What's going on? Not this show again. I'm smashed to pieces. What do I don't need it tonight. to Napa, go right. Calistoga, Santa Rosa to the left, baby. We're going over the Napa River. This is what it's all about, Amanda, hug and kiss. It ain't about the Junior League. Shopping on Peachtree. This is it. Look at all these people coming back from work here. Look at that beautiful marine layer coming in off the ocean. There's the guy with the wine press right over there. You're in Napa County, baby. It's a teaching moment for Amanda Hug and Kiss. Napa River. That's what it's all about. It ain't about Junior League. Gotta put this thing back on the holder. Hold on a minute. Corky, what's going on? People are flying by me like I'm standing still here. Woo! This is how the other half lives, Amanda, hug and kiss. This ain't no Rancho life. Concentrated organization here. What a night. What a night. Just beautiful here, Napa County. From one county to another. Go straight right up into Napa, right there. Oh, it's Jim Cantori's cousin. How you doing, Cappy? Yeah, I just came over from the ball, visiting the boss and Janet. We went to one of those white label semis that's loaded with meat. And they just bought a big box of meat and they gave me like 7 pounds of it to bring. It's Jim Cantori's cousin. What's up, SW? How are you? We're showing Amanda Hug and Kiss the finer things in life here. You don't want to turn your wheel, baby. Hey, in his service, how are you? Nice to see you. We got meat trafficking. Pretty amazing that they still have trucks that come out loaded with meat from Texas. And they bring it out here and sell at Big Meat Score. I do love the meat, Michael. I do love the meat, just like your cousin Jim. Jim Cantori of the Weather Channel. That's it. That's it. Enjoy it. How you doing, Elmer? Welcome to Napa County, California. Napa's for auto parts, Sonoma is for wine. Look at that marine layer. It's going to be chilly tonight. I hope I can trust the meat. It looked pretty good to me. Well boxed up. It wasn't just slept out of the back of a... I got it on the video for tomorrow. I got it on the video for tomorrow. That's a marine layer. That's not a thunderstorm or anything. That is marine layer right there. We're about to lose our sun here behind the marine layer. We got the meat unboxing video, of course. I can't leave you guys in suspense. That was very kind of the boss and Janet to give that to me. I have a bag here with the meat in it. Their sunshine for the day. They know the sunshine when she's gone. Ooh, smash your sack, smash your sack, smash your sack. What's going on, everybody? I know a lot of people, it's a brutal day today. I know. People will just continue to get smashed up in the market. I understand. I get it. Don't turn, let's go. Don't hit that light yet. Is that a cop? That looks like a cop car. No, guess not. Virgil Kane is his name. Look at this beautiful winery here on the left. Look at that up on that hill. Look at that, Amanda hugging this. That's high living. Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy Vineyards. Look at that, spectacular. This is wine country, baby. You don't often get to see this run. America's premier wine growing region. It's like Falcon Crest. The famous Carneros Highway. There's so many wineries. There's the Kilson Winery there. We'll pass the Landmark, the Ledson. So many, Kendall Jackson, so many famous wineries. What a great day today. We had a 3-mile walk. See all those grape vines there up on the hills. This is Mum's Champagne right here, Mum Napa. Mum's the word. Another very famous champagne house. Get past these birds. You come over the hills, you just get these beautiful views. Look at that. What a beautiful county. Vineyards as far as the eye can see. Over here on the right, we have a big one up on the hill there. Some of this land is $1 million an acre. We got frozen meat. That was really a delicious ham and beans tonight. You could just live through this thing for an hour, all through wine country, just stopping here and there, tasting wines. People plan whole vacations just to come out here and go wine tasting. Hey, Tater. I got a bag of meats. This is where we're right around where America's first adventure author, Jack London, had his home, Valley of the Moon. You might know his book, The Call of the Wild, To Build a Fire, some other great stories. He lived around here. Unfortunately, just as his house was done being built, it burned down. He had a hard time collecting from the insurance company. That looks like the entrance to Falcon Crest with all those palm trees there. Gundlach Bundisch. All about the wine. We're coming up to the town of Sonoma. Beautiful area here. Off to our right, we got Broadway, takes you right to downtown Sonoma. Beautiful. That's where the California flag was designed the first time and flown. You can see it's all very lush and very green, but there's some very, very expensive and very big estate homes here. Enormous. 25, 30, 50, 100 acre. How you doing, Nino? Rodney Strong, Murphy Good, Kendall Jackson, Landmark, St. Francis. It's a who's who of the best of the best of the best, Amanda. Hug and kiss. Love to see some of these big houses. We got a bag of meats. They're just some spectacular homes here. On the shrooms, Corky, how you doing today? No, I'm just happy I got some meat. Had a great day today with the boss and Janet. We had a really good time. I wish you could see some of these mansions. We'll be able to see one of them. The Ledson Castle. Pretty amazing place. We're coming into, this is the town of Sonoma. Which right here is really where California's estate began, right here. With the unveiling of the Bear Republic flag. Ooh, Melody's a great name. One of, you know, J.K. NoCal, his wife's name is Harmony. There's the Friedman brothers. Yeah, this is really nice. So if you make a right here, it takes you right into downtown Sonoma, which is pretty cool. This is where Amanda Hug and Kiss would do all the shopping in these boutiques. I'm enjoying a Tootsie Roll Pop while I'm guiding you guys. You ought to come. We're all going to come to Timonium. Racing through Saturday at the Sonoma, at the Maryland Fairgrounds, Timonium. It's a beautiful town. It's a beautiful town. You want to come over and spend the day over here? Yeah, if you watch that video, it'll make you very sad that Sonoma, California's darkest secret. Don't run in the street, kid. A lot of people die on this road on bikes. Where's 600 Plant Life? He probably knows that. Hey, good life. Yeah, the good life. Yeah, the good life. Do-do-do. I wonder if Amanda Hug and Kiss ever was on mushrooms. What do you think? Yes, no? Hey, Mario. We're rolling back to the Rancho, westbound from Fairfield, visiting the boss and Janet. We got meat from the white semi truck out the back of that. beautiful green rolling hills. Ooh, in another month or so, they'll be all brown. Go pick some grapes. Kyrie classes. Who's going to pick those grapes? They're always hiring grape pickers. Sean the Brit, what's going on? How you doing, brother? Did you ever move, or are you still out there? And you were talking about moving to Florida or something. Just beautiful out here. We're getting ready to go through the Valley of the Moon. Your youngest is in the Navy. My youngest is in the Space Force. Moving to the Pentagon. Yeah, the good life. Do 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 do. Yeah, you were thinking about heading to Florida. I want to hear about Amanda Hug and Kiss's mushroom experience. That's where you can buy your olive trees on the right. Olives Unlimited. They're hiring, Carrie Class. There's a labor shortage. We got Jim Cantori's cousin in the chats. There's a labor shortage out here. Tootsie Roll Pop. Somebody took advantage of her Amanda Hug and Kiss. Gracious. I don't remember much of it. Nobody's moving any grapes for less than $20 an hour here, I guarantee you that. Yeah, the good life. Do 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 do. California does a lot by piece work. You know, 100 pounds of grapes picked for so many dollars per hundredweight. You're not supposed to be able to buy a house here. That's just the point, right? Hey, Naomi. Coming up to the $400 a night Sonoma Mission Inn. Welcome to the Valley of the Moon. That's going to be over here. There's the golf course for it behind there. There's a big clubhouse there. That's the Sonoma Golf Club. Very fancy place here. Yeah, the good time. Then we have the Hannah Boys Center where the bad boys go to juvenile. That's where they send bad boys in the county. A severe labor shortage. I got a video coming out tomorrow. We bought some meat out of the back of a white truck today. A semi-trailer selling meat. The boss was kind enough to give me some. Alright, what do we got going on here? What are we doing? We don't know. We're turning into the country club there. Now we're going to the church. Something going on there. Look at some of these mansion entrances. Wow, what's up? What's up, Idle Spin? How you doing? Yeah, the good life. Do do do, do do do. Yeah, it was another rough day today. Boy, my mailbox is overflowing again. Oh, Rosie, I thought you were joking about what you were talking about is going on. I never joke. Yeah, the good life. Do do do, do do do, do do do. Okay, we got a garbage truck broken down. Here we go. I think we're going to turn right here. Yes, it is Madrone Road. We're cruising through Sonoma County right here, through the very heart of wine country. That's what you're doing. We're going down Arnold Drive here. Good place. People like to give you a ticket here to CHP. Beautiful winery over here. Just a beautiful life. Abbott's Passage Winery. Trying to get the phone back on the hold. This ain't Atlanta, brother. Right straight ahead is the Hannah Winery. What a beautiful night. Look at that. They got all of their olive trees planted at the entrance. You can make olive oil here too. Coming up on the left, we have you've heard of the Doobie Brothers. Their manager, B.R. Cohn, has a big operation up on the left. Outdoor concert pavilion. This is all eucalyptus trees on the right. Yes, I know it was a terrible day today. People were blown out. This is a beautiful, a lot of this burned in 2017. A lot of this caught fire and burned up. We're coming through Valley of the Moon. Arrowwood Winery. All this on the right is all Valley of the Moon over here. Where Jack London, the adventure writer, lived. I'll take you up the driveway of a really cool winery. It's like a castle. Yeah, if you make a left here, you hit Jack London's house in Glen Ellen. The Call of the Wild. Ooh, ooh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hey Dorlin, how you doing? Just eating a Tootsie Roll Pop. This is really fancy living out here. I got some meat today, right out of the back of that semi. One of these wine growing regions has its own appellation, its own sort of flavor profile to it, depending on climates, everything, elevation, moisture, temperature. How you doing, Ronnie? Big meat. This ain't Baltimore, brother. All these just miles and miles miles of vineyards. It's your $40, $50 bottle stuff. Valley of the Moon. Wildwood Vineyards. It's like being on Falcon Crest. All these Mexicans pick grapes, working the vineyards, trimming them up. Probably 90% of them are illegals. Isn't that beautiful? That's the Valley of the Moon right there. America's first adventure writer, Jack London. Deerfield Winery. This is Landmark Winery with the flags flying on the right here. Very famous winery. Just beautiful here. Isn't this spectacular? This Valley of the Moon, it just amazes me. This is where all the fire came over and destroyed a lot of stuff there. There we go, Kelly. They'll find a way to blow it. Kenwood Vineyards. We'll drive you up. We'll take you guys up to Ledson Castle. They have all these tasting rooms here. You have St. Francis Winery. VB Cellars. Nothing like a signal, dude. Yeah, the good life. I think we're coming up to St. Francis, which is my favorite winery. Chateau Saint-Jean. Landmark Vineyards. Nino, what do you think of this around here? It's like Falcon Crest. Let's make a right into Ledson. I'll show you the castle here. We got a lot of motorcycle guys here. That's St. Francis Winery on the right over there, with the Spanish tile roof. You can sit out back there, and in the fall it's beautiful with all the colors and just really spectacular. Francis. Really, just to sit there on the deck is amazing. You're a 5-star tour, Corky. I'm going to show you the really good, cool thing here too. We got the Ledson Castle. Shoot, the gate's closed. Anyway, we'll just take a peek here. Look at this place. You guys see that house down there? That castle? Holy smokes. Look at that back there. Is that not beautiful? Shame. Usually you could drive up it. They're closed for the day, but Rancho needs a gate like that. Very, very famous winery. It's a winery. The family lives there. There's a famous picture during the fires in 2017. It was coming over the hill, and it looked like the mansion was sitting in front of a firebox. It was crazy. It was all flames on the hill. It's pretty wild. This was all burned up during the fire. Still a lot of char on a lot of these tree trunks. Fire came sweeping right down from the hills on the right. They got a labor shortage out here. A lot of people are self-deporting now and leaving. Plus the economy's turning sour. Over there. This ain't the Rancho, brother. This is high living. We're gonna get a coffee and hang out a while. Big protest coverage on Saturday. Going to be a huge march. Hey Cobra John, how you doing? Now we're almost back in the city limit of Santa Rosa here. Yeah, really nice ride, isn't it? Some of the most productive land in America with some of the most expensive crops, these grapes. Of course, they've shot themselves in the foot a lot. They put the alcohol content too high. They assume people wanted to get drunk. No, people just want to enjoy a little bit of wine with dinner in France. 8%, they didn't want 18% alcohol. This will be right. This is the city limit down this hill, but you got the Safeway and all that. Eddie Siciliano, how are you? There's a labor shortage out here, a big one. I might put myself into the grape picking business, pruning vines. Hit this light. That used to be a nursery over there on the right, Pritchard's Nursery. Now it's tons of apartments. Unreal. Don't wear my Macy's. Oh, they might like that Macy's hat. Are you kidding? That Macy's hat would be like the in thing. It's like, oh, wow, that's really cool. You're really getting into the spirit of this socialist, communist dealio here. That hat might make me like just a huge winner out there, but it's a March, so we're going to be on the run. We're going to be keeping up with people, checking signs. Probably a couple people want to smash me a little bit. I don't know. Calistoga Road. Hey, Nick. Yeah, get a Tesla hat. That'll make me popular. Getting more urbanized. Betty's Fish and Chips, that's a good deal. That is good. Betty's Fish and Chips is good, but it's expensive. Hey D-Mac, we just came back from visiting the boss and Janet. I'll have the video tomorrow. Yeah, the good life. Do. Just bought some meat out of the back of a white semi trailer. Boss gave me some of it. Good 7 pounds of meat. Nino says Costco has the best frozen cod. It's big meats. Fresh cod. I like the fresh cod. Okay, Goof, you're just gonna cut me right off, right? Yeah, doing good. Surprisingly good. Mission Boulevard. Do 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 do. I wanna my dancing shoes. Do 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 do. Let's go. Let's go. I guess we're at the tail end of rush hour. This is where Bird's bike shop is. I don't think these guys did a good job on his bike. I don't think they did a good job at all. Paid a lot of money too at Breakaway Bike here. All right, turn in, turn. Thank you. Turn. There's the old villa. We'll have to go up to the abandoned restaurant again. We haven't been up there in a while. See what's going on up there. I think the signal over there. Do. I wanna my dancing shoes. Boy, this road is rough. Ulupa Avenue. Other people call it Wailupa. Put this meat away, and then we're going to get a coffee and we're going to hang out a while. Janet made a really nice ham and bean soup, delicious, with some Yankee cornbread. I wanna my dancing shoes. Yeah, it was really good. I got it on video for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't cotton the Yankee cornbread, but it was pretty good. The boss is really good, Melanie. Yeah, Janet's a good cook. But it was good. It was a good Yankee corn. Yeah, it was very good. The meat was really nice. Beans. It was really good. Really well done. Very well done. Worth going over there today. It's about 50. It's about a 100-mile round trip, but it's definitely worth it. Elmer, how you doing today? Hey Kay, everything is really good. It's really a great day today. Montgomery Village. This was really excellent. I guess I'm gonna have to stop and maybe get some C's candies. Melody sent me really nice 2 chocolate rabbits, nice olive oil. We still got to go over and use that gift card, Melanie. It's Sur La Table. Hey, how you doing, Spark? WKRP in Cincinnati. Johnny Fever. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Are you going to go this slow? You got to be kidding me. Yeah, they're doing good. I got a video going to be coming up tomorrow. Or it might be coming up Saturday. I haven't decided yet. Might take me a little more time to tomorrow. I'll probably do an update video. I have a lot of requests for keeping people continuously informed what's going on in finance, political world. People have a lot of 401ks and stuff on the line. I'm going to put this meat in the fridge and then we'll go get a coffee. Yeah, I don't know. This person's really irritating me when I'm boxed in here, right? Irritating me. You live in California, you spend a lot of time on the freeways. Are you going to San Francisco? Metering lights are on. Bite me. Carry class, we need great pickers. All right, we're dropping down into the hood. Woo! The street of shattered dreams. The street of shattered dreams. Anybody asking for money here? No, they have their sign there. I don't know where they are. Don't know. What's up, EJ? How you doing? Person's got a sign. Just throw something into the cup. That was a pretty fast trip back. All right, we got to put the meat in the fridge, and then we're going to get some coffee. I don't want this stuff to totally thaw out. Let's say, need help. It's like a self-serve donation stuff there. Oh, back in the hood, you just feel like you're home again. Isn't it amazing? Oh, it just feels amazing. Yeah, we're going to pull in, just drop off the stuff in the freezer, and then we're going to head out and get the coffee, so just hang loose. Let's see, we got the trash was picked up today. Ooh, okay, we're going to have a kind of a tight one to get in here. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Let me run the can up real quick. Amanda Hug and Kiss is gracious. You should not leave those rotten trash cans out front. It's so unsightly. uh, so unsightly. Oh, I forgot to put the meat in, the most important thing. Hang on a minute, guys. I really got some sun today. Looks like we're not even charging here. Of course we're not. Boys. Right. Yeah, we haven't seen Cheryl S in a while. She might be boycotting the chat. I don't know, on account of America. Boy, I can't even see around here right now. It's so hard to get around and to see what's going on. Oh, look at how crowded this street is. How you doing, Dory Lynn? Happy Easter to you, honey. Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. Yeah, lots of bungalows. A lot of post-Korean War stuff here. There's some original ranch house properties, ranches that were broken up into quarter-acre lots. I was lucky mine had a quarter acre behind a quarter acre. It's a big slab of land. So let's get a cup of coffee. Yeah, I was very lucky at the very bottom of the housing collapse in 2008, 2011. The only thing moving in the neighborhood was the cockroaches. Thus, the legend of the Rancho was born. I should have that painted on the side of the Rancho, Santa Rosa, California, with the little silhouette of all the fruit trees and oranges. Have my own stationery line, the Rancho. Oh, it is chilly today. 56 degrees. It was really windy over there. Yeah, it's a nice history, Melanie. You're right, honey. Thank you for the great things that you sent. Also, Dory Lynn, Catherine, who sent me a lot of stuff for everybody. Thank you. We're in gangbanger country here. Do 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 do. I think that's too tight an angle. Yeah, it's better. They're firing in the double Modelos there. The double Modelo big boys, right? The tall boys. My kind of operation. Give me two of the tall boys. 64 ounce. Give me a half gallon of beer tonight. That's it. All right. Let's see if we can get out of here without smashing over top of anybody. This is a nice looking car here. Let's see if we can back out. I have no idea if anybody's behind me. What is this, an Accord? Yeah, look at this baby, jet black. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I'm trying to get this coffee down. What a great ride that was tonight. That's always one of the most scenic rides. You can imagine if you got a 360-degree camera mounted on top of your roof and you go down there. It's pretty amazing. It's just, I bet it's quiet inside of an Accord. That's the thing that appeals to me. I want to have a vehicle in my life that's nice and quiet inside. Will I get it? Not these days, the way crap's going right now. Yeah, Ford's out today. We're going to raise prices for coming up. It's like, well, I hope somebody buys them, dude. That's the big risk right now. You just price yourself right out of business. Right out of business. You know, I've never ridden a Tesla before. I've never been in an electric vehicle. I've been in a hybrids, which are nice. Almost eerie, huh? This is just, it's tough here because the roads are so bad in the hood here. Right, everything is just so busted up around here. Because basically the city doesn't give a you know what about this area. No sidewalks. People have been hating on the Tesla, but you haven't seen Elon around. And they said that registrations of Teslas are down 15% in California year over year. Kelly, what's going on? THRMO. What does that mean? Thromo. Tromo. No, the hood is just self-defeating. We know where the city spends the money. It's up in the high dollar neighborhoods that have excellent streets. The Montreal Canadiens have made it. Wow, we just talk about just getting through the door with the back of your pants on fire. Yeah, they made it. Wow. Unbelievable. I don't know. I think Elon is awful worried about all of his enterprises, right? He got a lot of irons in the fire. I'm crying, right? Let's go. Kelly, you should be a screenwriter in Hollywood. You can't make this the season of all seasons. The 2025 Canadiens. History was made in Montreal. It was a cold and gloomy day. Expectations were low for the Montreal Canadiens, who could see a mere 6 months later that the Canadiens would take it all in one of the most dramatic fashions in NHL history, reclaiming the glory of Canada's hockey team. I know my predictions are unbelievable, aren't they? I said this will be the year we climb out of the cellar. This will be the year. He might quit Doge, but Doge is a continuing project. That's the thing. He's left his Doge guys, but the big shocker for them, there wasn't as much meat to cut, and it's cut a couple $100 billion. Well, the debt compounding on debt is couple $100 million, a couple $100 billion a month. So what does that get you? Nothing. It's checkmate, boys. It's checkmate. Let's just face it, it's checkmate. That's it. Game over. Game over. Chop government benefits. Where do you think that they should start carry class? Yeah, I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to light a candle for them at church tomorrow, Kelly. The first thing I'm going to do is light a candle for those glorious conics and flambeaus over there. The flambe or whatever the hell they're called. Deflated like a gas station boob job. Oh boy, we hit that hard. One day we're going to take that down. It's going to smash right through the window back there. And somebody's going to report me. Oh, look at that sun I got today. Wow. Let's see. Elon's still getting $8 million a day from his federal contract. Well, that I can't say he doesn't earn. He can put rockets dependably in air. I do predict a lot of things, Kelly. One of the advantages of walking this earth for a lot of years is you accumulate a lot of knowledge of things that have come before that people these days have no idea what happened in history. And it's like, no, we've been here before. We've been in this exact situation before. No, you can't tell us anything new. It's a new world now. Things don't work the way they used to. It always works that way. Healthcare is gutted. I don't know. What do you think, Mr. U.S.? I haven't seen any evidence of really being gutted on. I haven't heard anybody complaining about the quality of care that they've gotten. I know a lot of people are shattered today, just sending me panic messages and things. Are you seeing what's going on? And right. And I'm like, well, I'm just trying to enjoy my day visiting some friends, and I'm not really hanging on. Oh, you should go live. Like, right? Let me repeat this. I'm spending some time with my friends today. Turned all he can get a rocket dependably into space with a very expensive payload. Explain to me what the Blue Origin flight was about. You took these girls and you shot them into space. Yeah, it was cool and everything, but I don't know what the point was. I guess Jeff Bezos had to have a lot of confidence to send his fiance. How you doing, Jen? Yeah, I got good color on me today, huh? What you yapping about? Truth is strange. What's going on, Truth? We're yapping about the state of the world and just how I'm seeing the early edges of panic starting to set in now. Just the early precursors. It's been quite a while since we've had a good old school panic. There's a Tesla there. That's what we're yapping about, but I'm not going to go live in the middle of the day. And definitely setting in. That's right, Truth. Tonic is setting in. I got baseball size only. Stop making that collar snap to get new siding. Wow. Let's see. Eddie noticed it too. DoorDash has been horrible. No orders. I notice it down here. I see even though it's Easter week and Holy Week here, it's Wednesday. I would think that people would be out eating. You hear the theory on the Blue Origin flight patch? I did not. I just thought if you're going to pay $500,000 to go on that ride, new budget will cut Medicaid. Well, look at the state of California. Just in the last 2 weeks, the governor's had to slash the proposed budget because he knows the high-tech companies are in serious, serious, serious trouble here. And that's a big money spinner. I did a video almost 7 weeks ago called A Day That You'll Never Forget, about the day that DeepSeek announced the app for AI. And I have right on the thumbnail that a black swan. And the first thing is, today was a black swan event. Things will never be the same again, because in a matter of one day, all the lead that we had in technology, all the AI and NVIDIA and advanced micro devices, in one day, just poof. The whole dynamic was changed for basically a kitchen table app that can do as much for a couple $1 million as a $500 billion deal. That was it. Had you heeded the advice that day and recognized that there was a dramatic sea change that occurred, well, it's very serious things have been happening since then. Rosie, it's because they were sitting getting a free ride with Naomi. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that need to be paid. I understand that, Naomi. Yeah, well, manufacturing is, if we believe in AI and the power of AI, then I think we have to accept the fact that AI is designed to take the place of humans on the floor. AI will show up for work every day. It won't complain, and it won't ask for a raise. It won't go out on strike. It won't go on coffee breaks or lunch breaks. It won't have a 401k plan. Medical benefits, it just keeps plugging away, doing the same repetitive thing. The thing is, it's capital that allows another country to leapfrog and move ahead of, say, what China is. But you can see our capital is now being blown into smithereens. Our capital is just going up in smoke. All the value of these companies that were trillions have now been shaved down dramatically. People are very hesitant to get involved with. That's why Intel feels so forced by the federal government to get into the chip. Who knows if they can? Who knows what the heck they can do? I don't know. Universal income will need it. There won't be their universal income would be great, but there won't be the funds to pay for it. That's the point I'm making. People think that there's this unlimited well to draw money from. Well, we'll just give everybody money. How you doing, Alan Gentry? Yeah, the layoffs will be coming fast and furious, particularly in technology. That's where the greatest headcount was added, and now you don't need it. You don't need, especially in white collar management, middle management, upper management levels, you don't need it. Just imagine if you're an architectural firm. You have the AI. In the past, the guy sit there with his computer-aided drafting. He would put this together, then put the material list together, call up all the zoning, all those particular building codes for that area. And they say, I'll have your plans ready for you. Now, give me about 3 months to make these plans for you for your new building. Now, what do? Within less than a minute, AI already knows all the regulations, all the materials, all the best mathematics to use the least material, max min problems. And within less than a minute, you have your architectural drawings with material list, and you're good to go to just submit it to government, and there it is. Hellhound Spectral White. Down 10 kids on the through the school bus. Yeah, animators, all that stuff. No, Lee, AI ain't gonna come up and slowly lift the toilet. Pull up the wax ring, clean that real good. Get those new closet flange bolts down. Put that new wax ring. Yeah, this is just a Heather. This is just a regular sweatshirt today. Now think of the tremendous change that AI is bringing to architecture. And you just say, I don't really like the design. I'm looking for something a little more Danish modern, like a little more Scandinavian influence. I want it to look very clean and just open and airy. Just press the button. Right. There it is. Less than 15 seconds later, here comes your new rent. Yeah, I really like that. What would that look like if I put this in front of it? What would it look like if we changed it to this wood? Teak wood. I don't know, Barry. There's some things that you want, but I'm talking about jobs like accounting and bookkeeping, and that's the things that are really the threat. But my point was, this event back in early February, late February, was a very critical event. It's what we call one of these black swan events that changes the whole total dynamic of everyone's expectations for the future. All have to be burnt down to the ground. That's what occurred. So everybody that was humping the video, right? Everybody that was humping advanced micro devices, everybody's talking about building all of these data storage farms and how much electricity we're going to use. It's like, we only need one AI. We don't need 10 different AIs running around. And the Chinese model uses like no power whatsoever. Yeah, it was a big. I compared it that day in my video to those of you watch it when they launched Alan knows the Sputnik in 1957, and people woke up and read the paper. Ruskies launch space. I don't know what they call it, space satellite, or Ruskies launch space communication device, and there's this weird looking thing that they launched up, and it freaked everybody out because it leapfrogged what we had. It just set in total panic. Just everybody went into a dither. NASA was born. Thank you, Kelly. Congrats to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They did a good job, and Montreal Canadiens for making the 2025 playoffs. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Very kind of you. A consistent and kind supporter of the channel, and just a wonderful person too, and a person that can take a joke and mess around. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. It's going to be very exciting. Let's all hit that thumbs up button for Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. We certainly have a lot of fun talking about things, and it's been a great season. So very kind. But Alan Gentry remembers Sputnik, and what a game changer that was on that October day in 1957. And people woke up in that morning and opened up that paper and they couldn't believe it. I thought these guys were in the Stone Age. We don't even have one. Yeah, Yuri Gagarin, exactly, Quirky. It's All of that stuff is going to disappear from shelves. All the plumbing parts from China and uh, oh, we know all that. Uh, so a win, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. If Pal raises the rate, Pal can't. Yeah, he certainly can't cut the rates. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, thank you. We do have a lot of laughs here. If Powell cuts rates, what's going to happen to the U.S. dollar? Let's make it less attractive. We're in a catch-22. If you've ever played chess before, and there's that moment of recognition of check, and then there's 5 seconds later actually checkmate. A dollar, nobody wants it. So you're going to make it less attractive and cut rates? Send a spatula. Yes, before we did, they never even thought, couldn't even believe it. And then, thank goodness, Western Electric and Bell Laboratories fired up Telstar, which was the first telecommunications satellite. They could actually bounce a signal off of the satellite and come down at another location. Telstar. Thank goodness for Bell Laboratories and Western Electric. We don't have that today. We don't have that capability today. We have people that are functionally illiterate in mathematics and reading. Look at some of the people that come in and post in this chat. It just makes your hair stand on them that this is the future. Raises rates and pay the job and go after the guy. Raise rates, invest more, and see the jobless can go after the guy they voted for. Trump knows the Chinese, they're fast evolving, they're going to pressure on it. Yeah, but if you cut rates, no, Dory Lynn, really no good news. I wish I had good news to share, but I'm keeping people ahead of the curve, not behind it. Free from the Fed's debt slavery system. Yeah, it's a new paradigm. It's a new shift. There's a new boss and there's a new sheriff in town. Doesn't mean everybody's going to get shot up. It just means there's a new boss in town. And why do you think gold up another $100 an ounce? And Dr. Frankenstein back $300 an ounce ago. He said it's too high to buy. Dude, it's never too high. I said if it was going to $1,000, if it was going to $10,000 an ounce, do you think $3,000 is high? You never want to pick a top. You never want to pick a bottom. And that's not going to be boring at all. He can't cut rates. It's impossible to cut rates. How are you going to cut rates? Make the dollar less attractive? Make our debt less attractive? Last time they cut rates, 10-year interest rates went crazy upward. The exact opposite effect that he wanted to have. And they went back to the Federal Reserve. They closed the big door and they said, well, guys, I'm going to be honest with you today. That's not exactly the reaction that I thought we were going to have. This might be a shifting paradigm in the world. We may not be able to be in the driver's seat of raising and lowering interest rates and doing what we want to do. Something changed. Something changed. Now, Dory Lynn, on the plus side, it doesn't mean you don't have good times. But it just means on the whole, all of this tremendous debt binge that was the last 60 years, it's a hangover time now. It's hangover time. And how good do you feel when you have a hangover? It's pretty funky. So that's what we're in now. Doesn't mean that you don't have a good time. Doesn't mean you're not blasting a few little weed, having a few drinks, having a good time. That's the whole point of that. I haven't even delved into the thing that so many people have written me. Oh, when are you going to get into the social order stuff? When are we going to get into the real meat of what happens? Let's see. Do you think that I'm being more emotionally effective? They are now, Ronnie. They are now. Yeah, it's finally exploded now, and we're no longer in the driver's seat. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be food on the table. It doesn't mean that your car is not going to start. It just means life will be a long-term series of adjustments as the standard of living now goes back to what it would have been without all of the tremendous government borrowing. Do you remember people said to me, why is housing so expensive? Why does it cost so much? 20 years ago, the federal government wasn't spending a lot of money in housing. They were guaranteeing loans and stuff, but they weren't putting money in your hand to buy. And you're competing last year against the federal government to spending $180 billion to house people. Now, do you think that the government cares how much they pay to house people? No. This is the unit that's available. Here we go. Okay. Subsidized housing. Well, why your food's expensive? Because the government's spending $180 billion a year feeding people. You're competing against that when you go to the grocery store. Wasn't there a Roma? Will Robinson? Oh, Lee Hill. That was That wasn't Robbie the robot. That was the robot. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do, danger, danger, do-do-do-do, and the Jupiter 2's flying. The greatest effects in the 1960s, the original liftoff of the Jupiter 2 from Earth. Everybody's worried. I'm worried. I got a grandkid on the way. We all are, but it doesn't mean somebody. I don't like this. I said, go bury your head in the sand. Then that'll make stuff better. Yeah, but I've lost this. I'm losing that. And well, what have you done to mitigate your loss? Nothing. It always comes back. Okay. Then why do you call it? Why do you write me? Crickets. I try to answer what people are asking. But today, can you go live today? I'm a little nervous. No, I'm down visiting my friends today. All of this is still better. Exactly. It's better than sticking. And there's more important things in life in many ways. And hopefully, and maybe Shimei will agree with me, maybe we get regrounded as a nation into what really counts in life. Maybe we rediscover some values that went out the window in the 1960s. Do I hold out much hope for that? No, I don't. But it doesn't mean that I don't pray for it and wish for the best for everybody. Am I happier I'm closer to the exit door than the entrance door? Yes, I am. In kind of a selfish way, I am in a lot of ways. But we're watching a fundamental remake of the world order at this moment. Fundamental remake. And now it's just the ante keeps going up. Now we're going to try to coerce our trade partners not to do business with China to put pressure on them. Just stop. Just stop the nonsense. Well, I'm still waiting for him to call. Stop! Barry, we have seen so much in our years. We saw things that we never thought that we would see in the history of the world come to pass. We have seen a lot. We have seen a lot. We've seen a lot of protests. We've seen a lot of riots. I remember being raised in the middle of Baltimore City with riots swirling all around, cops on horseback splitting skulls open, and it's a lot for a 10-year-old kid to take in. Right, all the segregation, all the busing trauma of the early 1970s. Yes, you've seen people in trees, and you're going to see some people foaming at the mouth in the protests that I'm going to cover Saturday this March. They are going to be foaming at the mouth. I'm not going to be. I'm enjoying my Easter season and getting every bit I can of it, but they will be foaming. Now, to Dory Lynn's question, Dory Lynn, there will be still plenty of fun times, good times, laughs, for sure. Absolutely, positively. There'll be many, many good times in the years ahead. But it's going to be a time of definite transition, and some people will not go willingly into that. Some people believe that they're owed everything by the government, that it's the government's responsibility to take care of them. So what happens over time, they take less responsibility for taking care of themselves, and they stop caring. That's it. They're not going to be happy campers. Hey, D-Dub, there you are. D-Dub was with me in 2020, 2021, right there in Oakland. D's footage made the local Bay Area news. How you doing, D? We're right there, flashbangs, tear gas multiple times. People throwing water bottles at us, and we're just right in ground zero. Downtown Santa Rosa, I got cops firing rubber bullets. Let me tell you, D-Dub, we took down a lot of tear gas in 2020. We took down a lot of tear gas. Yeah, gaming. Yeah, that's what I tell you, Dorling. There will be many, many good times, and people will still take care of people. That's what people should be doing. Nice to see you, D. D was right there at ground zero. He saw it all. D's the one that's, we're in Salt Lake. He's like, Rosie, you don't want to go out there and where I stayed at the motel down there at the Econo Lodge. It's like Stalag 13. Like, D, come on. Right. I'm raised in Baltimore. What am I going to see? It's Salt Lake. What are they going to do? Thump me with a Mormon Bible or something? Come on, dude. The number 2 scariest live stream I ever did, West Temple in Salt Lake. And this crackhead girl, she was the closest anyone ever came to having that pepper spray unloaded on. She was out of control on that sidewalk. I'm looking at the Sakana Lodge motel. This ain't nothing like you've ever seen before. To even get into the property, there was like a guardhouse there, and the guy had to push the gate to let the chain link fence open. Oof. There's like 10,000 watts of light on the parking lot, and I look at the little house where the guy lets people in, and somebody had taken a shotgun and just blown a hole right through the front of the little office stall right there. I'm like, it was bad. I mean, it was unbelievable down there. And Dee's like, well, I tried to tell you. He's like, I wasn't lying, Rosie. I came in on that bus. It broke down. I'm trying to get to Vegas, right? They have to put a stayed there when my Greyhound broke down. That's why Greyhound put me up. I mean, it was terrible. It was awful. West Temple over there was just, oh, I don't know why it's nuts because it's the last thing you expect because the city's so beautiful. It's so meticulously clean. Everybody blonde hair, blue eyes, and it's wow. It's I don't want to say it's like Stepford Wives, but it's a nice, clean vibe. It's hard to get a beer. I'm laughing at my calling me a miserable, and I'm not miserable in her life. You're not a miserable person. You just don't appreciate being kicked off of your softball team that you were on for several years and enjoyed because you have some kind of running battle with this woman. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Sean Quinn? So that's one time that somebody told me, I told you so. Yeah, Rosie O'Kelly, Salt Lake City. That's it. That's it, Shemay. That was ugly. That was ugly. Dee's like, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. Take the vote for Trump. I had some of the best times with D-Dub. Some of the best times. Sometime you got to come down to Vegas, D, and we got to reprise some of our adventures and stuff. Yeah, it's still up on the channel. I think Shemay just posted it up there. This place had it almost had like searchlights on the front of the motel. I can't even imagine what it was like to sleep there. You would have to sleep with one eye open. He's like, I wasn't lying to you, Rosie. There it is. How you like it now? Yeah, that was some excellent times. Excellent times. He was an excellent person to travel with. I remember we were down at the Plaza Hotel down in Vegas, and they didn't book the room right. Now we'll send you up a cot, and this thing, D was like 1 foot 1 foot taller than the cot. It was. They sent up like a kid's cot. And both Miracle League Carrie hates black people. I'm really surprised in Pensacola that people racially. I thought Pensacola was a pretty forward kind of place if we didn't have that issue going on. Evidently, I don't know. I just don't know, but it's a shame. I know you love playing softball. I know you loved your team for years. You got your trophies, and now you're just in a totally different league. I hope it's not. I'm now doing a Christ Center 12-step edition. Oh, that's great. Yeah, you did a good, that was a baby crib. Yeah, you did a good preaching, the one that was up there. Very interesting. People need help, D. You're the kind of person that can help them. You've been there, done that. Ain't nobody's going to tell you anything about life that you haven't lived through yourself. But man, that was really something. But now things are changing, and they're changing dramatically. Not so much on Main Street, but in the financial order always goes first, and then Main Street comes second. Just the converse is financials recover while Main Street is still in a funk and everybody's very sour. How do you think I was able to buy the Rancho in 2011? Things were already improving financially, but you couldn't get people to do anything, right? People thought I was crazy to buy. Oh, you must be out of your mind. Practically hanging onto my leg. I can't believe that you're going to be buying a house. You're crazy. There's no bottom. Trying to help anyone I can here in the Battle Creek area. Yeah, the people scored me on my Battle Creek video. Oh, you didn't even go to the hood. My intention wasn't to go to the hood. My intention was to look at the big, huge old Kellogg sanitarium and to go to the Kellogg's corporate headquarters and all that. Battle Creek, yeah. Not everything has to be a ghetto adventure. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. So I tell Dory Lynn, yes, there'll be good times ahead. There'll be laughs. Some of the people that grew up in the leanest times, that had nothing to fall back on, turned out to be some of the greatest people in this nation. And many of them you'll never have ever known their name, but they just did what they had to do. That's why the Waltons is not far off. When Earl Hamner wrote that book about growing up down in Virginia in the Skyline Drive near North Carolina, there's a lot of truth to that. No, small business can't. Small business has been on its way out for a long time. But maybe that's efficiency. Maybe that's efficiency. Maybe we don't need a main street in stores anymore. Everybody seems to, Amanda Hugginkiss is buying all of her stuff online. The convenience of having it. You have to go in there and schlep into the store, and the guy's got bad breath behind the kid's shirt tails hanging out. He's wearing his lunch on his shirt at Best Buy. Yeah, as long as Amanda's, she's like our touchstone of, is civilization still civilized? As long as she keeps checking that box that says yes, she'll say, gracious, in the Atlanta area, we have no idea what you're going on about there. I'm living the life. The junior league events are wonderful. I'm fundraising for politicians, AOC and Bernie. Life is beautiful. I plan to never leave. MB cards. I plan to never leave my house. You come back to, you have to, yeah, that would be great. I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to get back up there. I love that area, but no mosquitoes. Oh man, I have O negative blood, and those mosquitoes are just vicious. I made all my bed using Cheeto dust for makeup. Flip me. I don't know, but I thought it was funny. Yeah, your house is super clean. You were always very neat and tidy, D. You always had everything just in perfect position. Almost like you were a military person. You like things. You had a very well regimented life, and you were the thing I liked most about you is that you were immensely loyal. When the times that I would get in trouble on the streets, and then instead of hauling ass out and taking off, D's like, oh, that's not going to happen. Right? No, that's not going to happen. I wouldn't do that if I were you. There are many stand-up people left anymore. They just pitch themselves into the battle. That was amazing. Because he knew I was the kind of person that always pressed the envelope, always got us into situations that were ridiculous. Because that's my nature, to live right on the wire. And it was amazing. I like on the touching feeling, trying. That's it, Tony. Those two peeps are so way out in left field. I don't know. I'm saying they're going to be the flavor of the month, because right now people are in pain. A lot of people, Dory Lynn, didn't expect what's happening. They didn't expect would happen. They didn't know it would be such in every direction. There would just be radical decision making. That's what really has people scared. Live on the lake. I know. It's just like, wow. That's the thing that people are having a hard time. How you doing, Robbie? That's been a tough thing, Naomi, to adjust to. It's universities, the battle on universities. It's the battle on immigrants, illegal immigrants. It's the battle on tariffs. It's the battle on the Federal Reserve. It's the battle on. It just goes on and on and on, and that's what people are just. They're trying to wrap their head around. They're not used to seeing. Yeah, well, your loyalty was tremendous, Steve, and it was appreciated. Tell you what happened. One time I'm downtown, down on Fremont Street, and it had guys come up and want to do all this stuff to me, and then get a little crazy. And D was up at he was staying up at the hostel. And in a night that it's raining, he gets out there and walks like a mile and a half to come down and bail me out down there, down on Fremont Street. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, that was tremendous. So yeah, I had a lot of regret when our travel and adventures ended, but his life is in a much better place now, and doing something that's extremely meaningful. And it was good. It was good. I remember we'd be at the hostel, cat, and was it they would open that bottle of rum or scotch at like 7 a.m. in the morning, be out back on the back table, right? All the joints and stuff. By the time I get there to eat breakfast at 9 o'clock, nobody can even see straight. I'm in there in the kitchen eating with the Koreans and the Japanese and having the time of my life. And these people were already blasted out of their mind. Worked all my life and everything until Mr. Rugbold got in the office. Well, one thing's for sure, Buttercup, baby, we could not have gone on the way we were going. So it all becomes a question of methodology. How do you do things? Well, if I'm the president, I pick my battles very carefully and just proceed very, very closely. But I think he perceives that the iron to strike with is only going to be hot for so long. Yeah, they were great times. They were really fun times. That iron is only going to be hot for so long, and then it's going to cool off. Believe it or not, the boss wants to go to Baltimore in a couple years. It's like, fasten your seatbelt. He's like, I want you to take Jan and I to Baltimore and show us around. Okay, right. Yeah, there were good videos to watch. But I remember, whoa, man, when we're checking into the hostel, when mom is dying, it's like 120 degrees, and this guy got to read all the rules and regulations. Honey, I can't go crabbing, Yilva. I had surgery, so I have a gigantic stitch line right here that has to be taken out Monday. I really can't do anything until that hand heals some more. How you doing, Scottish? It was an extremely difficult surgery, and I really worry for my right hand if I'm going to be able to be out of action. No, it's fine, Ilva. I don't know if I'm going to be. No, we did good, and we had good hostels. The one in Las Vegas, the one in Salt Lake, we were the first ones that opened the hostel. It was really nice people, very cool. I had a great time in hostel, cat. It was like 8 people in the room. I don't care if it's 8 or 80 people. I could give a flying. The bathroom's a little scuzzy, and Mandy hug and kiss wouldn't do it. Hire a hand man, right hand man. Could you see Amanda hug and kiss in a hostel? Gracious, did you see that kitchen area in there? Oh, and Lord, the bathroom in that hostel, you can imagine. Yeah, I'll meet you at Green Mount. Yeah, it was the nicest one. It was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, the Canadian guy with this rotten feet above me. That was the worst thing of all. Oh, that was the worst thing of all. Mm. Uh, Good night. Good night, Elmer. Thanks for coming in. But very good time. Still, you don't need. That's the thing. You don't need a lot of money to have a good time in life. I've always told people, friends, friends, friends. Cultivate friendships. Yeah, no crabbing has made me crabby lately. I do miss it, but if I was to toss out something now, it would just split my hand wide open there. And then I'd have to go into surgery and have them slice away the skin where it was being joined together and then pray that they'd be able to pull this tight enough to be able to make that heal. And then then they have to put you in a firm cast so that you can't stress that anymore. And then what are you going to do with that? So I have to, as much as I want to be out there, yeah, you travel in a buddy and you had a blast. We had so many laughs, and it was great. It was amazing times. I couldn't ask for somebody better to travel with and hang out. He spent the time at the Rancho. He's a great person there, neat as can be. Get a prosthetic fishing pole arm. But my point is for Dory Lynn was that we can't stick our head in the sand. But if you've lived a simple life to begin with, then your perception of the future is not going to be that much different than it is right now. If you've lived a life of depending on assets and high value portfolios, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Well, Dee, you were tremendous, and I'm really glad the path that you're on. You can do a lot of benefit for a lot of people. A lot of benefit for a lot of people. Yeah, so there's a person that had my back in a zillion ways. How many people are going to walk around with you in live stream? I don't even take Mr. Z or Monkey Boy and walk around with you and do whatever crazy crap you do. So now, let's see. I crashed my new car, so now I have some very bad. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. You had trouble with the car before a while ago, a few years ago. They're doing a blowing clean the sidewalk behind the train station here. OG, you see, yeah, he's OG. But man, don't ever get D on some Long Island iced teas. Hey, Justin, how you doing? I miss Mr. D. They're all doing okay. They're hanging in there, working hard. Sometimes Mr. Z comes in on Friday or Saturday nights. We do a cookout down there. We try to see Monkey Boy on Sundays and cook up dinner. I won't go back to Hoover until November or December. That'll be next year. It's just a really haunting time to go over to Hoover Dam at that time. Around Halloween time in October, November. Do 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 on the lawn in the sky. That's when I first met thee, when he came up from Mardi Gras and with Black Bigelow, right? And Lamont was nervous about, oh, D, man, you're going to die. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Just living right, D. Thank you. I appreciate that. I had a lot of sun. We had a 3 mile walk today outside with the Boston Janet. So I had a long walk today, but staying on the sunny side. That's what it is. Staying on the good side. But I just want to impress that on Dory Lynn. I don't want to be a downer. Hoover doing is like an oven with Asian spectators. It is. It's just, uh, it's fun, but it's nothing like the November when it's a lot spookier. There's a lot less people down there. The shadows are weirder. The sun goes down earlier. He was going to drink with me. I almost got his jumped. That'd be it. So that's what I'm saying, Dorling. Have no fear. You're not a puffed up person. I'm not saying you're on the rims like I am, but if you're on the rims, you don't really notice much about that much that's going on. But I think people are getting this, finally starting to get the sense that the order is changing in the world. We don't have the leverage that we once had. The rest of the world is looking at our leadership, and a lot of those countries are scratching their heads and with a little bit of fear and a little bit of nervousness about what's happening in the world and how they're going to align themselves in the future. It's a very it's not going to be an easy process. What's up, Dr. Frankenstein? Yeah, it's nice we got a visit from D. I always enjoy that. I love the choo-choo. I love Boulder City. I just love the vibe down there. It's just like a totally different vibe from Las Vegas, and I like going to Nelson, the ghost town. That was really cool. A lot of people have been enjoying watching that video. These guys work pretty hard here. And now our city has to cut its budget like crazy. Somehow they got to cut $12 million out. I don't know where it's going to come from. Some people are going to be very angry about that. Yeah, China is taking it in stride. So, one guy that you redid his, oh man, I don't know. I think he moved on. He's got a pleasure way now. Who, Elvis Travels? Yeah, I think he moved on and got a pleasure way and just finally reordered his life a little bit to make money, get stable, and which is fine. He called me. I guess he wanted me to buy the van, but I didn't really have any interest in buying the van. Ooh. Oh, I got a lot of sun today. We took a 3-mile walk around. Well, that's the thing. They're not overlords. Yeah, that was his name. They're not overlords. They pretty much stick to their own knitting in life. And let's face it, I mean, how mad can you be if that's the products people want to buy? I remember Diane C had a community post the other night. I'm going to have a Temu opening. Some stuff from Temu, and it's probably going to be the last one. Well, nobody jammed that stuff down her throat. I mean, it willingly bought those things. So we buy this stuff. We buy it. We support it. That will sell the house and go to Mexico as a missionary. Very good. Very good. Drop me email me and let me know where you are. I'll come down and drop a fishing rod in. We probably need missionaries here more than Mexico, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of missionary work now in this nation. Trust and believe. This is where the missions are needed. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. So a 3 mile walk, beautiful sunny. There was also very windy today. It's always windy down there in the East Bay, sort of the northeast section. Justin, how are you doing? I hope you and James are doing well. Hope everything's going well in your world. Getting ready for the weekend coming up. Yeah, I know I'm right in that one. This is where you need to evangelize this nation. Come on up and spit some hard truths. Yeah, the good life. Do 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 do. Yeah, the good life. Oh. Well, went to the artist and had a beer. Very nice. What's a good place for a beer down there? That Nevada beer, I don't know what it is. Did you feel the earthquake today? I didn't, D. It happened down in San Diego. So I'm about 500 miles from San Diego, so I was way down there, but just south of LA. But this is definitely Abel Baker Brewery. Yeah, we really ought to get together and grab some dinner and get a couple beers down there. As long as it's not ale. Oh. No, I don't think we had one in not one that I felt. The last earthquake I felt, I was sitting right here in the van doing a live stream about 2 years ago, and all of a sudden the van started. I got this notification that came blaring on the phone. Earthquake detected, take cover immediately, and the van started. And then there was another one. Not proud of my, but without it wouldn't be the person exactly. Wrong, we long. It's not where you came from. It's that you got there. So windy, it blew my 500 into a sewer drain. I felt lightheaded the rest of the day. Danny, where do you live? What area do you live in? Are you in Chicago? Or Paducah, Iowa? I remember I left Wisconsin, left Milwaukee, and I'm driving down to back west again, and I get to the town of Paducah to gas up. And I go into the gas station, and I'm like, "This is a really cool looking town, right? I really like to cut at the jib of this town." And the guy's like, "Are you out of your mind? This town is so drug infested." And I'm like, "Really?" It's like I never would have thought. I never would have thought, but always want to experience one. It's a tough place. It's a tough. Earthquakes are not fun. I've probably been through 6 of them in life. Some major ones that had the window blinds rattling on the Rancho, split the concrete behind the Shine Shack. No, Danny, I asked you what area of the country you live in, or where you live, and you didn't answer. Do 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 do. Good night, Lee. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the laughs. Go get a spud wrench and make tomorrow count. Do 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 boom boom mother bow do 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 do. State in the can say Pagey, I don't even know what you're talking. What is it? Pepe Ballsy? Pepe Ballsy. Dude, I never do what people say to do on my live stream. That's why it's called my live stream and not your live stream. Don't take that the wrong way, but is that music? Born and raised and live in Maine, but can be anywhere in 2 hours. Wasn't my question. Do you? Oh, and live in Maine. Okay, yeah, Maine is cool. They had an article in the New York Times today about Portland, Maine, and how meth has invaded a lot of the Portland and brought a lot of violence. How you doing, Clara? Brought a lot of violence to Portland. The weather is beautiful today, Justin. At least a little bit east of here where the boss and Janet live, it was sunny. Here we got the marine layer. I think it's going to warm up. I got a new part. I bought a Congo African gray parrot. Oh, that's really cool. You know, Cindy Russo has African grays. She raises them. And then she sells them. It's pretty cool. I'm a member of a YouTube channel when Milo dedicated to raccoons. I don't know, raccoons are vicious little things. Ain't going to monasteries, going to missionary work. I guess you can take your, I don't care as long as you show up and do the job. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's already ordained. Raccoon's more like a cat. They're very smart. They're very crafty too. Solid family raccoon, mommy and daddy, and many babies. Many rabies. Oh man, 600 plants had to do. Justin, I don't know if you were here last night. 600 plant life was in last night. Wow. 600 plant life needs to really find something to do in life. My dad passed, which can be a while. Yeah, it's you got bigger fish to fry. After the terrible loss of the property and all the great collectibles you had, and the beautiful china set we destroyed drinking. I said they were called pocket parrots. A very smart bird. My luck, I'd get the dumb one. Just like the Alexa I got was the dumbest thing. The dumbest thing. It's Backstreet Boys. Always wanted a small aviary of finches. Yeah, the china set. I don't know, but it was. We all felt pretty bad about it. We got pretty tooted up at the table that night. Uh, caring for 600 plants. This guy comes in. He's mildly amusing because he starts in on Richard Nixon, and then he goes right on down the line. It's kind of funny. Do 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 ooh 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 ooh. My hey, how you doing, Wellspoo? My one sister had a parrot would come to my house when she was on holiday. The wee devil got addicted to my Guinness. Oh, yeah, don't leave your birds around the Rancho. Cat's brunch. There really is nothing around the Rancho except crows. We used to have doves, but then the hawks came in and just wiped them out. That was that. It was we got outside. There's a pile of feathers and a beak and an eyeball and. Yeah, it was some eyeball or some kind of beak or half a head or something. JT, it's nice tonight. It's a little on the chilly side, 57 degrees once the marine layer comes over. But it was a nice day in the Bay Area. Thank you for asking. Boop 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 boop. I'm so much on the fly, I'm not quite at the level of having a pet yet. Would you ever go to Coachella or Stagecoach? I don't think so, JT. I don't enjoy live music that much, to be honest with you. That's just me. I think I'm spoiled on studio music, so it's very difficult for me a lot of times to sit through concerts where people are lip syncing and not even singing actually. And now Coachella is cool. So is Bottle Rock here over in Napa County. There's a lot of very nice events like that, but I don't particularly enjoy outdoor venues. Oh, not radio, but I'll go to indoor, like in Vegas or Reno. We saw Carrie Underwood. It was great. It just had a better. I don't know. It's just indoor. Just a better time. You had EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival or whatever. But something about big venues just has always been. I just don't like the sound quality I get out of the systems. Few bands were Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Not many. There's not many bands that I would say are better on a live show. Unless they get the crowd all worked up and everybody's feeling good. I mean, down in Red Rock and Denver and places like that. It depends what the song schedule is like. It's almost like an amphitheater venue. It's nice. Better sound characteristics. Ironstone Vineyards. Oh wow. Most expensive I went to was Madonna's. It was the most expensive CD. She was 2 hours late, insisted on air conditioning. Wow, Uh, Down in Maryland had the Merriweather Post Pavilion. That was a good amphitheater. The Hollywood Bowl has pretty good sound out there because they've perfected it over time. They didn't just have a place and then throw up some speakers and here we go. Our music and get stuck watching. I don't know, you might there might be some people want to smack you for that in here. The one thing you can say about Bernie Sanders is that he really cares. He has a passion for people, right? I don't understand. I asked Noreen was in the other day, and I said, "Well, she's all Bernie's great." I said, "Well, what has Bernie done exactly?" And she couldn't put her finger on. He just cares about people. Well, I need a little more to go on than that. Amazing but expensive. Justin, I'm not paying to park, which means the sphere is a little bit of a stretch. Now, if they get the rail or something running down there, do it. But otherwise, I'm not going to pay $125 to park for an event. But it's on my bucket list. Yeah, parking is just too much. Too much. Bernie made a meme. What's up, Dave? How you doing? Good to see you. Dave verifies the things I've been talking about. Good to see you, Dave. Bernie's been saying the same thing for 30 years. I just don't even know. I mean, I'm not... I refuse to judge somebody if I really don't know anything about what they're like. I see him as a very populist person that stands up for the average person. As far as his understanding of what makes a society go, I don't know. They were talking about taxing the rich with the millionaires tax today, and then somebody in the senator said, well, that's dead on arrival. I don't know. Nice to see you, Dave. Very nice to see you. I enjoy Dave a lot. Don't get to see him too often, so the time he's here, I definitely value. So I'm an open mind to everybody. No, I'm not one to go to town halls and engage in histrionics and just sit down and listen. I don't respond well to like bullhorns and yelling and threats and things like that. I respond to civil discourse, and I don't like bullying. There's a lot of things now that are going on with the presidency that are too many. There's too many things under fire right now. As I said before, there's universities and colleges. There's gender. There's who's in the country. There's Wall Street. There's tariffs. It's like enough for 10 presidencies right there. And I think things require focus, and they need a very statesman-like approach to accomplish them. Getting super over there. Wait a minute. I heard enough bullhorns. You did, D. Well, start over. It started in the 1960s. Is exactly when it started. When people's expectations for government were basically shifted during the Johnson administration. That was a big sea change then. We were enjoying unheard of prosperity, and it gave people a chance to look around and say, well, some people aren't on the train. Some people aren't sharing in the benefits of this. But instead of finding a lot of the reasons why, And sussing at an individual level, it became let's just throw money at it and let's not find out that maybe some people are there because they want to be there, and it's those kind of issues. Divine rule. Oh, what's up, Gordon Ramsay of West Virginia? How you doing, bro? Lend me a couple quid. I'm enjoying tonight. It's nice and comfortable here. People I haven't seen in a while, D, and glad to have him in here. It's always nice to see Dave. Everyone to come together and stuff. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That's exactly it. Those were tense times. You have to prepare yourself for those times again, Doreen. I say that with a bit of sadness in my heart, but I can tell by the tenor of what's going on just so far in the first couple months that we're going to ramp the heat up a lot here. Colonel Sanders. Try my Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you don't agree it's the best chicken you ever had, well, I'm Colonel Sanders. And I'll come down there to your house and beat your ass. I'm just kidding. Oh, Justin, this guy's, I don't really have any thoughts, JT. I don't know. I think the president of El Salvador sees a good chance to make some money. All right, there's a good prison industry to be had there, so yeah, we're on board. Catfish noodling in Alabama. That sounds pretty good, but I'm afraid of catfish. I don't really, they're too I don't know. It's just when I'm in like the Truman Dam complex in Missouri, and they don't even send divers down to work on the dam because the damn catfish are so big and so aggressive. Your monologue and that let's see, Dave says, "Were your monologues on the kind that you post are very thought provoking. Always appreciate that." Thank you, Dave. Some people, I get some flack sometimes because people want to hear happy, good things, but I'm not a person that can turn my back on reality. And by and large, the things that I've talked about that are coming have occurred. We had the Black Swan event with high tech. That's continuing to play out now. We have the shifting power of the world taking place. We have gold rocketing up another $100 an ounce today. And we had the most overinflated market in the history of the world, so something had to give. But there's some people that hate you for telling truth, and but you just have to, as if you have the power to make things better. But no, Black Swan events are very, very rare. Yeah, this is actually 200,000 people here now. I wish it was as small as when I lived here when I came here. Well, I think they're going to be shifting over to silver soon. It's going to be the poor person's bet, and you'll see that race up once the public's not even aware of what's going on. They have no concept of what's going on right now. And when they finally pile into it, that should be quite a show. So I don't know. Yeah, well, so was the Black Swan event was in DeepSeek, the AI app from China. That day I came out and said, "You're this huge change is here." I can't remember what the exact. And I have a black swan right on the front of the thumbnail there. And I said, this cheap AI on the cheap is a whole game changer for. It just took the air out of the United States technology balloon. That was it. And since that day, it's done nothing but drop. That's a black swan event. Best deal on rounds right now. You can get. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good deal on rounds. You mentioned the black swan event. It's something that's totally unexpected, but it ends up being a dynamic game changer in the world. Like Thresh said, it's COVID was one. Sputnik was another one. I talked about Sputnik in the video and how people woke up in October of 1957, opened their papers, and Ruskies put sat in space, short for satellite in space. People were like, how did that happen? How did that happen? Oh, it's on Blackwater building prisons on military bases. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Blackwater, and I don't like all this cloak and dagger stuff. Good night. Thanks for coming in, Alan. I just have a weird feeling in my mind, and Lord knows I hope that I am incorrect. But I think they're setting up for real. I think they're really prepping for really civil disturbance in the future on a massive scale. Now, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I am. But I just have a feeling in my bones that I'm just seeing some pieces fall into place that we're turning a corner towards authoritarianism now, and it's going to be uncomfortable for people. You can't go from what's basically the most Marxist nation in the history of the world, which America has turned into, to this new world without breaking a few eggs. And government pulling back from people's lives is not something that people are going to enjoy. And they're not going to go gentle into that good night. So I hope that I'm wrong. Good night. Hey, Dee, thank you very much for coming in. I really appreciated it. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. That's right, Prince. I can't turn my back on it. I see major preparations taking place. It's almost in anticipation of what's you can tell. There's some plan unfolding here that the expectation is that there's going to be some kind of population problem that's going to have to be dealt with. I'm not talking about Soylent Green. They've been openly threatening them. It's not about you have a feeling they have been threatening us with it. Well, somebody just asked me what I thought about Blackwater, and we only need to look back at Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War to understand that the military powers of the president are astounding. When you suspend the writ of habeas corpus, and the Maryland legislature would have absolutely voted to secede with the South, but Lincoln threatened to have the legislature thrown into prison. So it didn't happen that way. But that's the strong arm influence of that the presidency can have. When the DMV in Oakland is it's optimistic. Yeah, they went after they stripped that out like a Thanksgiving buzzard. But I also have people that write and tell me things are going to get better. Don't worry, things will get better. And I ask them, what force in this world do you think is going to make things better? and there's never an answer. A force in motion tends to remain in motion unless acted on by an equal and opposite force. So if you think that people are going to stop smash and grabs, if you don't think home invasions are going to continue increasing, if you don't think torching, arson, look at this guy that went into the governor of Pennsylvania's mansion, which was my thumbnail yesterday, the burned down dining room there. Look at how that's gone down. There's no restraint on some people anymore. So what force is going to turn a guy like that around? What force? We had the camera store, Shutterbug camera store down here. They stole a car and rammed it right into the store and took $100,000 worth of camera gear. We went down and took a look at it. Do you know that 2 days after I went down to that camera store, they went back and hit that store a second time? Same darn store. Duncan is hiring. I won't go into authoritarianism, Willie. I'm worried as well. So this is the things that kind of keep me up at night. So unless you can identify some force that would be capable of turning social trends that are not in a good direction, I don't see it. I don't see it. So 7 to 10 years. My friend said, don't kind of Christian. Yeah. I think forewarned is forearmed. I want to know what's coming. That matters to me. I can make adjustments and do things. If I don't know what's coming and all of a sudden the stuff hits and I'm there like another penguin or another pigeon flying around, I don't like that feeling. So yeah, do I get some hatings? Of course I do. But I have to stress again to Dory Lynn that there will also be good times. There will be fun times. There will be laughter. There will still be entertainment. There will still be things to do in the world. We're just talking about a major downshifting of a standard of living. In a lot of ways, it can be similar to what happened to the UK after World War II. The sun set on them as they drifted into socialism, and Churchill got kicked out, and they remade themselves into a different sort of society. I'm not scaring about anything. Where have you been? Are you just new to the game threshold moment? I've been talking about this stuff for months. Well over a year. Watch my video the other day, August of 2024. I'm asking people, look at my thumbnail. What is gold telling us? Gold's at $2,200, $2,500, then $2,400. We're $3,300. What is gold telling you today? Gold is sounding an alarm that's not been heard in the world for thousands of years. And I'm the only one that continuously asked, what is the price of gold telling us? There's something going, something big is coming. Well, what do you think I've done? I don't have a lot of money threshold. I've not been a money acquiring kind of person. I care more about intellectual and entertainment things. So I'm just prepared. I'm whatever comes down the pike, I'm ready. Gold is also a harbinger of financial distress and disorder and fiduciary irresponsibility and things. They said it was either two things. It was either inflation's coming. I said it's either inflation coming or there's some kind of fiscal disorder brewing. Well, we saw inflation just drop 2 point, and now we see fiscal chaos beginning. Gold is the truth teller of all history. 5,000 years of civilization. Whenever the stuff hits the fan, people always go for the gold. Well, the silver, that's right. People will flock to the silver. They're not going to go for the gold. Is on a government institutional. It's on a major. There's big money's playing in gold. Big money. And they're not buying it to speculate in it. They're buying it because there's something coming up of a new currency in the world or something. And when that's announced, if that's announced, you can imagine the impact that'll have in the world. It'll be monumental. I think they're just talking about the last year or so. I was way off the mark on Bitcoin, but I'm still not convinced that Bitcoin is $20,000 below its high. And it's small enough that it can still be manipulated by people. You can't manipulate gold, it's too big. You can't manipulate the dollar, it's too big. Pixie 6 promptly banned. Yeah, gold's difficult. It's not fungible enough for every day. So if the traditional ratio has always been 32 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold. So that argues for $100 an ounce price. If that relationship is to reestablish itself. Don't put everything into silver. No, no. I've told people buy Swiss francs. I've beat that drum. Problem with that, it's a very tiny currency. There's not much float of Swiss francs around. But we live in interesting times, so make sure you take a moment and hit the thumbs up. We had great years with fun times with Clinton, Obama, Reagan. I mean, I had a lot of good laughs and a lot of fun. But you can't expect the good times to roll forever. And the only thing that's allowed this lifestyle in the United States and this standard of living to exist for the last 60 years is an unprecedented and massive buildup of debt and spending, predicated on always having increasing revenue coming in. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the stream right now. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Keep an open mind about everybody. Politicians. Unfortunately, we live in a nation where the pendulum swings radically from one side to the other, and it never seems to land in the middle. Well, it used to be in the middle when I was young and growing up. After all the stuff with the Depression and war, and things settled down in the middle for a lot of decades. So keep an open mind. So I want to thank my moderators for everything that you do. You two have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'll probably do an update tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. I will have the video from the Boston Janet. I'll probably put that up on Saturday. But Shimei, thank you for everything you do. Thank you to Ronnie. We had Scottish Saren come in here. I particularly appreciate Shimei and Ronnie for the time that they spend in here. They are such tremendous assets to this channel. And I try, in Scottish too, I try to never end a live stream without being grateful to my moderators for everything that you do. They don't have to do this stuff, and they do it. And they do it so well on this channel that nobody even thinks about moderators. So if you've not touched the three dots and hit the thumbs up, I would really appreciate it if you do that. Send us out over the top of 100 thumbs up. It is the reason for the season Easter time. I will not be live tomorrow night. I will be at church celebrating the Holy Thursday, and I will see you guys live again on Friday. I think Friday night we're going to be baking a coconut cake, and then Saturday Saturday I won't be around either in the evening. I'll probably put the video up from the Boston Janice, but in the meantime, thank you very much for hitting the thumbs up. We're only one in. No, I'm not leaving that. You sound like the Boston Janice. Leave out the coconut. We only need a couple more thumbs to make it. Hey, Cheryl S., thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow.